There, so there you are, right there in the bottom left. I got to remember that. So finally, I came to the park to make a video, and today I wanted to talk about matrimony, orgasm, sexual reproduction, and how to charge your light body and activate your kundalini, and just basically stay conductive and still be able to feel orgasm. Just feel good, basically. That's all I want to talk about. I want to help people to feel fucking better, because we already live in a society where you're just drained of vital energy. You know, whether it's eating shitty foods, not exercising, or in this case, in this topic, what I want to talk about today, frivolously wasting vital sexual energy. So let's start here. When you have sex, what do? Biologically speaking, you use your mind, your consciousness, and you focus your electromagnetic energy down into your genitals, where it then builds and builds. You know, with your thinking, you get more and more aroused until you finally climax, and then you ground that energy sparks, so to speak, and then it grounds out your legs and out your feet into the earth. And then if you have a proper orgasm, you will feel tired and want to sleep, feel drained, you need water, you know, the whole 9 yards. You need to just fucking recharge. Well, it turns out that, in my opinion, people have been having sex the wrong way. This ties back to ancient Gnosticism. With the Gnostics, thousands of years ago, it was somewhat common knowledge that the human being would have sex in a more responsible manner, where they were able to retain their vital energy and also pleasure themselves at the same time. So when they would have sex, it was mostly to charge their electric bodies, and very rarely it was to reproduce children. So this is what I want to talk about. Hopefully help some people out there to feel better and feel more healthy. So ever since December 11th, I have been abstinent from ejaculation. And I'm just going to tell my story because that's all I know firsthand. I have to say, since then, I have been way more electric. My vibration has risen, and I just feel really electric. And this is because I have been able to keep my vital fluid and not expel it through sexual or through ejaculation. This does not mean I don't have sex. This does not mean I don't orgasm. It's just that my orgasms are different. They're more controlled, they're more elongated. So I can raise my arousal almost to the point of ejaculation, okay? And then use my breath and my conscious breathing and my intent to teeter there on the edge of orgasm. And every time I kind of pulse down there, because that's what we do, we pulse. Every time I pulse down there, I then breathe it up or push up that vital energy, or basically electromagnetic energy. I push it up into my central field, my core of where my chakras are, my glands. I suck it up and I push it up to the top of my head, and I keep building it there. With every thrust, with every pulse, I move this energy up until it builds and it builds. Okay, if I feel like I'm going to get close to ejaculating, I stop and I take a breather. Okay, so I don't ejaculate. Okay, but that sounds terrible, but listen to me. I still orgasm, because that energy that I've been building up and pushing up the top of my head, I can then push out the top of my crown chakra and wrap around my body into my morphogenic field, or my electromagnetic field, my torsion field. And this makes me fucking glow. It's the same orgasmic energy. It's just a lot less explosive or charged, because it's not in one big, spark where it just shoots out your body and out of your body. I keep it and I throw it around my body, and it stays with me for days. And this isn't just from doing it one time. This is from masturbation and sexual intercourse, tantric sex, basically just conscious breathing and sex in a more responsible manner. Each time I do it, without ejaculating and doing the procedure where I push it up to the top of my head, I accumulate this energy more so and more so, because it seems like I always say, we are literal antennas, our spine in our head, you know, it's a Tesla coil. That's what we are. And, you know, it goes from a circulatory system from there and just kind of networks out like roots. So you harvest this energy from breathing the air, and you know, every single cosmic body in the solar system and beyond, it all sends electromagnetic energy out, and like a current, all the bodies catch it, this energy, and they shoot it downward down the microcosmic scale until, you know, it goes from the sun to the earth to you. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe even it goes from the sun to you to the earth. Maybe you're like a cell to the earth, so to speak. So, so it's micro, macro, cosmic. So anyway, I just wanted to bring attention to the fact that people for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, have been frivolously wasting this energy because they don't know any better, because the Library of Alexandria was burnt to the ground in North Africa thousands of years ago by, you know, I don't want to point any fingers, but a certain religious groups that wanted to take over and control humanity and turn them into slaves, basically. And then from there we went on to the Dark Ages. So this knowledge was lost, and then sex turned into a provocative, taboo thing that was evil, so to speak. And then people, you know, that twisted people's intentions even more, because they're like, well, if I'm having sex and it's already a sin, you know, then fuck it, I'm just going to be an animal. You know, and it only went from there and got worse and worse. So for countless ages, people have been having sex in just the worst way, you know, irresponsible, frivolous ways, wasting their energy. Not only wasting their energy, but having sex with negative people that are sick, psychospiritually, you know, and in all manner of ways. And then that attaches to them, and, you know, even drains them even further on down the road. So I wanted to bring attention to this. It's man and woman. It doesn't have to be man and woman. It can be gay too. When you have sexual experience with another human being, you guys are exchanging energies, and you guys are using your consciousness and your, you know, literally your spine in your head, for your root to your crown, your genitals to your brain. You guys are conducting electricity, pulling it out of the ether with your breath and with your intention, with your consciousness, and pushing it and focusing it down there to your root chakra, to your genitals, until it builds and builds and builds, and then you orgasm. Well, what I wanted to say is, you don't have to just climax and then drain yourself to release it into the earth. You can, as you have sexual intercourse, both of you can take this energy and pull it up your field and keep stacking it up into the top of your skull, into your brain, your crown chakra. And then if you really wish to, this can give you a full body orgasm after you keep building and building and building that. Then if you wish to climax and release all this energy, then you'll have an amazing full body orgasm. Okay, but that's your decision to do that or not. But I would highly suggest you don't climax, that you build and build this energy and keep it and learn how to consciously breathe and have tantric sex and all these beautiful things, because this is what we were meant to do, man. The human being is an amazing thing. This avatar was obviously intelligently created. Maybe even by ourselves. So we need to use it. We need to wake it up and use it to its full potential. We need to unlock this fucking 97% junk DNA. We need to unlock the rest of our brain. They say we only use 10% of our brain out of 100%. Are you fucking kidding me? So imagine if this brain was unlocked completely. Imagine if this 97% junk DNA, this etheric DNA, was reactivated, and these codons were reactivated. You would be a fucking god. You know what I mean? So this is why I wanted to bring this up, because this is connected to that. Remembering, reestablishing, reconnecting to your divinity, okay? And this sexual energy, this Kundalini energy, same thing, by the way. Sexual energy, Kundalini energy, orgasmic energy, same thing. Cosmic energy, same thing. This is all the same thing. It just has tons of different names. Chi, vital sexual energy. Okay, it's all the same thing, and this is spirit. Okay, it's what creates life. You know, you connect with another human being. You guys collect and draw this energy out of the ether. You focus it down, and the man shoots it out in the form of a little tadpole, a little spine and a head. Okay, are you kidding me? And then the woman turns it into a sphere, because a sphere is feminine, a square or a cube is male. So, you know, it's just duality. It's a conscious electricity playing in duality, this simulation. And this is how we perpetuate and create more avatars for our offspring to come incarnate into this realm. So I just wanted to talk about you know, this ancient way of sex and sharing sexual energy and raising your vibration, because ever since I have been abstinent from ejaculation since December 11th, I have had way more out-of-body experiences every single fucking night, at least. Sometimes I meditate and I have them too, so it'd be twice in a day, or a sleep, or a 24-hour period. And then also I have lucid dreams. I have just much more spiritual activity. That's because my light body has so much more energy to play with. This sexual energy, this Kundalini energy, this orgasmic energy, this prana, this cosmic energy. I have so much more stored into my field that when I leave my body with my astral body and go out and play in the fourth dimension, I come back into my body. I'm able to retain this information. I'm able to keep these light codes, this light information, because I have, you know, the energy still left in me. It's not being drained out frivolously. Also, other things that help is your diet. If you eat organic foods that are rich in light energy, fruits and vegetables, you'll have even more energy. If you don't overeat, because if you overeat, and especially if it's shitty foods, your body then has to spend this vital energy on the digestion of the shitty foods. So everything helps. And another thing that helps to retain this vital energy is to split up your sleep cycle. When I get home off of work, I'll eat something light, then I'll go to sleep for about 4 hours, 3-4 hours. And during that period of time when I sleep, I have absolutely zero conscious activity or lucidity in the dream world. I'm just out. I'm like a fucking unplugged machine. I have no memory of dreaming or anything like that. I wake up, I usually will make something for my Instagram page, like a meme or whatever, and I'll research something, whatever. And then I'll drink some tea, I'll eat something light again, I'll try to have a smoothie, fruit, vegetables, whatever. And then I'll go back to sleep for a second sleep interval. And this second sleep interval is when I have the spiritual experiences, because I spent most of, you know, I repaired my body in the first sleep interval. So in this second sleep interval, I was able to keep more vital energy for spiritual purposes. So that is something else you need to take into consideration. I don't know what else to talk about. This video is already 13 minutes, 32 seconds. There's so much more to talk about. I have had some recent telepathic experiences in the astral realm with a female entity. I think that I'm going to save that for another video, though. I don't want to try to cram it in with this one too, because this video obviously is already going to bring up a whole shit ton of questions. So I'm sure I missed so much, man. When I make these videos and then I go home and it all comes back to me like, oh, you fucking left this out, you forgot this, you forgot that. And then, you know, of course, people, not everybody, but a lot of people, you know, they'll look at one of my posts or one of my videos and they'll think that's the accumulation of everything I know. And it just fucking drives me crazy. It's because, like, dude, no. But anyway, for the most part, you guys are awesome. And you that message me and ask questions are respectable. And I really think that I can make a little impact in a small circle of people, you know, if I keep making these videos of living consciously and ascension symptoms. So if you have any questions, I'm trying to rescan my brain to see if there's anything else I can throw in there, then message me and I will try to answer it for you. But this is, yeah, that's what it is. This is where abstinence originally came from. Okay, then the church kind of twisted that all up. You know, monks, they go abstinent to keep their vital energy, this kundalini energy, so they can have spiritual experiences. But that kind of got twisted and messed up with religion. And then also holy matrimony. Originally, it was when two human beings would come together in a sacred union, and they would have this Kama Sutra, you know, this tantric sex, and literally charge each other up like batteries. You know what I mean? And if they decided to, if they really wanted to, they would climax and, you know, just build the energy back up again later with conscious breathing or whatever they need to do. So because I'm not saying that climaxing or ejaculating is a bad thing. I'm not saying that. I just want you to know that there's more than one choice. Okay. So hopefully I help somebody out there. I'm sure at least one person. So that's all that fucking matters to me. All right, love and light, and I'll see you soon, because I'm way late on making videos, and I got way more experiences to share. So love and light.